So why don't you start by introducing yourself, your name, your title, and the organization that you represent?
Sure. My name is Prem Tumkosit. I'm a managing director at the Merck Global Health Innovation Fund.
That's great. So is this your first HITLAB summit, or have you been to these before?
We've been coming for a couple of years. We've actually sponsored last year and I think the year before that as well. So I'm really glad
That's
to be
great.
back to in-person events in New York.
Yeah, absolutely. So what keeps you coming back to the HITLAB summits? What do you get out of it? What does your company, the people around it? Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, being based in New York, it's been great to see the New York digital health ecosystem grow over the past few years. And I think it's at a point now where we can support a really healthy dialogue between the different major companies, hospital systems, startups. And so it's been really great to see that grow over the past few years. And I think HITLAB is becoming an important part of that ecosystem. So it's been great to come and support that.
Yeah, absolutely. So talk to me a little bit about Merck. What do you guys do? What's your mission? And how
Yeah.
are you guys benefiting the healthcare industry and digital health?
Yeah, sure. So I'm part of the Merck Global Health Innovation Fund. So we're the investment arm of Merck, the US-based pharma company. And we've been a leader in digital health investing really since 2010 when we were founded. And over the past few years, as the fund has been collaborating more in the areas of the life sciences and areas that are more core to Merck, I've started an area that we call Next Horizon investments, which is looking at frontier technologies within the life sciences and healthcare industry. So trying to get ahead and invest in those early stage technologies wherever they are in the world, but trying to think about how do we change the categories of life sciences, healthcare delivery, and enterprise IT with those investments.
That's great. So as a fund that's been investing in digital health since 2010, a time when digital health as a term wasn't
Yeah.
even really known unless you were working in it.
Yeah, yeah.
How have you seen the industry grow since that time? And as someone who invests in Next Horizons, what kind of trends are you looking forward to? What are you looking to invest in the companies? Like what kind of new technologies
yeah.
interest you?
Yeah, I mean, I think when we were investing early on, it was about how do you think about healthcare data and take it from where it resides and make it more available for consumption, right? So our first wave of investments was around how do you free and liberate healthcare data. I'd say the second wave of our investments was looking at how do you perform analytics on that? So how do you bring the tools of data analysis to healthcare data to create insights? And I think we're at the stage now where we're taking the insights piece and asking how do you get value from that, right? Either through value-based care, which has always been a perennial theme in the digital health space, or how do you think about applying drug discovery platforms to that healthcare data and accelerate the path for drug discovery in that way. And so that's sort of the space that we're in now. The areas that I'm most interested in and excited by with the Next Horizon areas are those hybrid business models and technologies that take companies that are formerly in the biotech space and merge that with companies that are in the services space or in the tool space, right? So you're no longer necessarily companies that are just solely precision medicine, but you're precision medicine with tendrils into thinking about biomarkers and precision medicine and thinking about how that applies to drug discovery. And that's the stuff that really excites me about working in this space.
Yeah, that's incredible. So I understand that you gave a talk earlier today. If you were to give everyone a brief 30-second summary of what you spoke about and what you wanted the audience to take away from that.
Yeah, I think a couple things. One is, one to the companies out there, large corporations are hungry for innovation, right? I think I'm shocked and surprised at how often you can have these really sophisticated conversations about topics like quantum computing to synthetic biology across different areas, right? I think the trick, though, and the barrier for most startups is trying to figure out how do you fit into the near-term cycle while you're preparing for the longer-term cycle. And I think where we've seen people have success is where startups can create offerings for companies and partners in the near term. I think the second piece I'd offer to our investor colleagues is, don't think in silos, right? I think the investment community can be a victim of what we see in terms of old school thinking with regards to traditional models, right? I'm trying to invest in spaces that kind of meld between traditional biotech, tech, and healthcare. And having a model that only invests along those pillars, I think really hampers innovation. And so I encourage investors to start thinking about how they can innovate their own models as well.
Yeah, that's a great message. Well,
Yeah.
Prem, thank you so much for chatting with me today and for answering all my questions. You had some
Yeah.
really insightful comments, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the summit.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Yeah, take care.
Yeah, you too.